All right, so now we get into OpTic versus Minnesota ROKKR. So, completely predicted this wrong, but I said in my predictions that it could go this way. Minnesota's like that team that could literally, I'm pretty sure, beat anyone if they're on point, but you just never know what Minnesota you're going to get. But today, Minnesota was just very disciplined. They just played very composed, smart Call of Duty. In every sense of the word on this map, I feel like this map was just an outslang. It was just an outslay fest, honestly. And OpTic would get rotations, but they would lose rotational fights all the time, which is literally the story of the map. And I saw Eggs bring up a point. He brought this up a long time ago, but I still remember it because he was talking about Hook and he was talking about Neptune. He was talking about players like that where they just have one speed and it's just go. And I think Shotzi kind of falls in that category, but he's also very good at playing his life as well. But Hook just knows one speed, and Hook has not had a good tournament whatsoever. He only went positive overall KD in the last series that they played against Boston Breach, and it was only like a 1.03. He just has not been playing good at all. I don't know what it is, but he has just not had a good tournament. He's definitely got to go back to the lab for sure. He's literally just been a participating member of their team, nothing special at all. Hasn't had a special map. He may have gotten like some important kills in the Boston Breach game later, but just really need to see more out of him. I feel like it actually changed the whole dynamic of the team if Hook starts frying, because I feel like everyone else does their part on certain occasions, but Hook is literally just there. Maybe it's his role in the team, but your role in the team can't be to go fucking have point eights every single series. It just doesn't make sense. But this map was just classic from Cammy. And something I need to point about the OpTic fans. You're not a fan if you only cheer when you only cheer your team on when you're winning. That makes no sense to me. I swear ROKKR got off to like a lead and it just got quiet. Like literally quiet, like the game was already over quiet. And I'm just like, why are they not still cheering on their team? I mean, obviously OpTic has fans everywhere like they go, so like most of the time it actually feels like they're at home most of the time, but it's like I feel like this map was just quiet. ROKKR did a very good job of just playing disciplined. Cammy was just a rock throughout this whole series, like just that rock flex player that you need there to get those pieces when he gets them, to just do his thing. He was that player. He's Mr. Reliable, and Benjamin Bans has been having a tourney. Granted, he only played fucking 2 games, but he's had 2 really good games. Just a vet on the team along with Attach, but just a very just smart player, playing very good in this game. And also Afro had a very good series as well. When Afro and Bans are both frying, when both your SMGs are doing their thing, it's very hard to lose. And these are just all very smart players when they want to be. These are all players when they're playing at their best are players that just don't throw their lives away. They aren't those type of players. Like, they know how to play that tactical, nice, smooth Call of Duty with like the teamwork and shouldering and just like playing your life, getting info. Like, they're just very good players all together when they're all meshing, but you just never get that ROKKR all the time. But granted, like I said, don't always like depend on like the online matches. Don't use that as a gauge. We're seeing a team that's really growing as the season's going on, and you can only be happy for ROKKR, And once again, we're seeing Hook just like not doing his thing. Obviously, Dashy had a bad map as well. Most of them had a bad map, but Hook has just been consistently like not playing good. But I know he's like a good team player on this team, and they love having him. Hopefully, things get better for him as the time goes on, because not looking good. So OpTic gets off to like a 2-0 lead here, and then they just troll. It was either this round or the next defense ROKKR has, where Afro just started pushing their spawn, and after Afro pushed their spawn one time, it just made the whole OpTic team just tweak, and it's like they just like completely felt like they had to like switch things up, but they still won this round, I believe, so that's good. Hook with a nice pre-fire here, that was very good. Plays his life, and then they win that 2v1. But yeah, just OpTic was just throwing their lives away. I feel everyone's just dying one by one. It's like you just like watching. You're just like, what the fuck? Like just like no teamwork at all. Like got to the point where it just didn't even feel like a team. It just felt like they just like had like a mental breakdown. It's been happening a lot. So this is the round I'm referring to where Afro pushes up and gets an ace this round actually, and then after he gets his ace, every other offense OpTic has, they're just tweaking. So he's playing his corner, gets hook, goes back to the spot. He's snaking, gets Shotzi too. He's hungry for it now. He's chilling for a sec. He gets illy. So right now he's just playing a corner on the bomb. It's actually a very nice corner he's playing right now. Very nice corner. He's just sound horn. Sees illy. Guns him, sees dash. It's a 4v1. You know, you could afford to throw your life away. He's snaking, telling his teammates where he is. Guns dash. He gets the ace. Afro played very well that round, and every other round was just like one by one, dying. OpTic dying, and now you see their first offense not even going anywhere near B because now they're just tweaking. You just see one player go, but they're just working A. And yeah, ROKKR just beat him this map, honestly. Like, you just saw at a certain point, it's like their strats went out the window. Like, OpTic strats went down the window, and it's just like ROKKR just had a counter for everything. And I don't even know what it was. I really want to go back in depth on this map after the major's over, and I don't have to watch 5 games a day for like 7 hours. I will go back because obviously they're going to have like a 2-week break in between these majors. So I'm really going to pick select maps and just break them down. And this might be one of them. So yeah, ROKKR wins that map. And then as you know, like every game today, a hot 3-0. I could just skip to this one. And in this one, ROKKR did a very, very good job of playing their lives. Like, very good job. So we're going to skip to round 3 because I feel like that was like the very important round. Very, very important round here. So illy is just playing like the red tower. That's where he was a majority of this game. Like after ROKKR caps like the B point, and they only have A. illy just constantly playing this, and then it got to a point in the game because ROKKR had a streak. And they coordinated it. This is a map where if you get one good push, you just wipe them or at least get 2 down, you could easily cap a point, and that's how this map's played. It's literally almost how every control map's played. I still feel like maybe capture the flag would probably be a better option, but I digress on that. Like capture the flag on LSCLO actually sounds pretty cool. Like if you put one flag like back here, one flag back here, it'd be pretty fucking cool actually. Like there would be seen some routes actually. I'm just not that big of a fan of control, never have been. But yeah. So illy was playing the red tower majority of the time, but now we see Hook here, and we're gonna see the streak being called in by Cammy. Wipes Hook. They may have called in a bit too early, but then they get that second kill. I feel like Shotzi there after Hook dies. Bro, just chill. Just chill, play a corner, bro. Like, play a corner. Why do you need to run up? He probably feels like maybe he could run up because one player just out calling a streak. You get map positioning, but bro, just play a corner. Just runs up and dies. Attach gets him. Now ROKKR has 2 down. So they have 3 guys on the point, and like a 3v1. He's able to get 1, but they trade him. The other players are coming in off a spawn, but they do a very good job here. Fucking bans and attach, like just playing like their corners, everything here, and just like staying alive until their teammates are able to come and help them. It's very good, like very good. Attach gets a big kill, Bans gets a good kill. They're both laying down, just playing like their spots, and by now their teammates are all coming in, and now it's the 3rd tick. So now OpTic kind of has to just forget about everything and just run in and die, and ROKKR's able to just fast cap that because their teammates came in and help them. And then if you play disciplined Call of Duty, then the control defenses on a CeeLo should be a win. But we saw today, like, so many offense wins. Like, even in the OpTic Breach game, we saw so many offense wins. But if you play discipline, you should not be losing defense. I think that goes for almost every control map except for maybe Hotel, because now people are playing it more, and now it's becoming more of like an offense-heavy map because people are just trying to figure out the game more. But defense, majority of the time in every control map should be favored if you play it right, because you should be playing more lives on defense and just focusing on kills, obviously. So you should have more mana advantages. But anyways, ROKKR's able to take that one, and they 3-0 OpTic. OpTic still has a lot to work on. You could say it's early because they just formed this roster, and ROKKR's been together basically the whole year now. If they're still playing like this, by the time Major 3 rolls around, I think a change needs to happen. I really hope Hook's able to step it up. I hope now they're going to have time. There's a 2-week break. Players might take some time to like recoup, regen, go do their thing. And then when it comes back to this one and they finally have time to practice again, I really hope they fix all the kinks that they have. They just have this weird state they could get in where everyone just starts going rogue and they throw their lives. And if you don't have fucking Dashy dropping a 1.7 in the series, like, you're just not winning. And, I mean, they just have a lot that they need to work on, honestly. Individually, Hook needs to step up, but just as a team, they need to play more teamwork, you know? They don't play as much of a team. I thought Zio would be having that connection. I kind of saw it in, like, some of the online major matches, but, like, man, they just need to, like, there's just a lot of fundamental things that they have to get together. But once again, Cammy, just being like the rock on their team, slaying pretty consistently. ROKKR just not throwing lives around, playing very disciplined Call of Duty, playing together, doing all that good stuff. And ROKKR was able to take that and send OpTic to the losers bracket. As you can see from these final stats, everyone at OpTic just not doing well at all. This was actually, wow, like, looking at these stats, like, it did not look close at all. Just everyone not having a good series, just very one-sided in every category. One team playing very well and the other team not playing so well. But Dashy, even though he's doing bad, still keeping up on, like, the damage, still shooting. He's always going to be a shooter, even in bad series. It's like Hydra. Like, even when they lose and have a bad series, like, they're still somewhat individually playing pretty good. So that just speaks to the testament of the player that Dashy is, honestly.